Alrighty, what is going on, everybody? My name is Blitzwinger, and of course today I'm going to be taking a look at the next Angry Birds Space Super Red Bird versus the small minion pig. First off, we're going to take a look at the packaging. I apologize for this little white bit here. It's, you know, they have like the little, not price tags even, it was like a little barcode, and I don't know why it was over here. It was kind of strange. Maybe it's to cover up that thing, which is like one of those scanning for apps. I'm not sure. Maybe that's what it was. So I apologize for that. But nonetheless, of course, we can see the little toy or the little figure of Super Red. We'll take a look at that in a moment. We've got a really awesome cover up here. Of course, we've got the small mini pig looking terrified. A really cool jewel here. And Super Red ready to take him on down. Now, I've taken a look at the regular version of Red as well. So check that out. And I've taken a look at some of the other figures in the line as well. Now, we're going to be taking a look at all of these space figures that are available, which I am trying to get this come on, it is not wanting to focus. Okay, I think you can kind of tell what those are, right? It's very difficult, but I'll tell you guys on my own. So we've got Lightning Bird, which we'll be taking a look at tomorrow. I've got a review going up every single day, at least that's the plan. We've got Laser Bird right here. And then finally, of course, we've got the Firebomb Bird, which is this one right here. Ouch, that fell on my toe. So sorry. But nonetheless, of course, we've got the box all covered up. Now, let's uncover what's within the box and take a look at the goodies inside. Now, the other thing that I wanted to point out, by the way, is that, of course, we can still keep the box. So we're going to cut this off and use the box as a part of our playstyle. Now, I'm kind of intrigued by this new catapult because they've got a different one. And I'll show you the old one and what it used to look like with the Angry Birds line versus the Angry Birds Space line. So we'll take a look at that in just a moment. Alrighty, guys? So let's get this sucker out of package and take a look inside. So here's the whole set out of package. We've got, of course, our catapult, Super Red, I was going to say Red Bird, Super Red Bird, and of course we've got our minion pig, the little base, and the jewel as well. So first off, I have to say there are some really cool changes that they've made for the Angry Birds Space line versus the original Angry Birds line. So first off, the biggest change is probably the catapult itself. So let me just move Super Red here. And as you can see, the design of the catapult is very much similar, but the functionality is completely different. Whereas the old catapult, which is right here, you used to just mount the bird onto it like so, correct? And let me just focus this up for you guys. And then you would just tip here and the bird goes flying. Very simple design, but a little bit limited, plus obviously a wee bit flimsy. This design is a little bit more active. And it is more active in the sense that, as you can see, the back here is actually not connected, and there's definitely an element of movement here, but that's not what you're going to be launching on. There's no bar to smash or anything like that. So the way that this one works is that you've got the 2 points where the bird connects to the actual catapult. So you just adjust these based on the size of the bird. So for example, in our case, Red should fit just fine onto this. And then you grab it. And once you're pinching it, you just keep pinching fairly strong until you can connect the two. Now, I am a little concerned about the fact that this might break over time once you use it for a while. But to be honest, it does feel pretty solid, and it's a much more active way of launching and stuff, and it launches fairly far. Like, I have to say, yes, the other method launches far as well if you hit it hard enough, but this method is really a little bit more active, and right now I'm struggling to actually get it done. Okay, there we go. There, it worked that time, but you'll see it in action in just a moment. But other than that, as you can see, they've also added a little crossbeam here to add a little bit more steadiness and sturdiness to the design, and they have added the feature of movement to kind of mimic, so you could actually aim. Like, you could pinch here, you could pinch like so at 90 degrees, however you feel is most comfortable. They do still have the extra legs to keep it steady or try to grasp your desk, which is really nice as well. So then, of course, let's take a look at Super Red. Here's regular Red, and here's Super Red. So this is the one that came from Angry Birds, and then this is the one that comes in Angry Birds Space, as you can see. Very cool design. I love the way that the hair is done on the Angry Birds Space version. Very cool. I love it. fantastic. Definitely a bigger fan of this one. Kind of reminds me of like Power Rangers or something cool like that. Yeah, he doesn't have eyelids, but these look more like glasses or goggles or something like that, which is really cool. They're about the same size. I think it might be just the exact same even sculpt. They just changed that piece and the eyepiece, and that might have been exactly the only thing, sorry, that they actually changed, because the beaks even look fairly similar, which is a good thing. I mean, this is just a different version of that other character. So for that, very cool, of course, made out of that kind of hard rubber thingamajig. Now these, even though they're pointy, they're not painful, so you don't have to be too worried about that. Don't worry, of course, the set is still rated 5+, so just keep that in mind. Now the other cool change that they've made, if you remember when we assembled a lot of the bases, the Minion Pig is the exact same figure, but when we were assembling a lot of the bases, the way that they used to do them is they would have these click in like that, and to be honest, I mean, the bird would have to be flying pretty fast, and this thing would have to go flying very fast to break. Like, this fell off my desk right now, and it's still together. So what they've done was to adjust that and to kind of simulate and mimic the whole idea of, you know, how Angry Birds is very much about destruction of the bases as well. What they've done is they've added flat bases. And what that does is obviously now allows us to knock off the bricks way easier. I mean, you could, just moving that a little bit and it flies off. So I think that's a really cool addition. It's very smart, and it makes the whole toy a little bit more destructible, which makes it more authentic to the actual franchise in my mind. So that being said, of course, we're going to do our launch test here. I've not tried this yet, so we'll see how this turns out. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and set up red or super red here for launch. And I don't even know how to aim. Okay, so I don't even know how to aim. That's a good thing to say when you're doing an Angry Birds review where you need to aim. Okay, so here we are. 3, 2, 1, pinching. Well, that went flying. The Minion Pig is just like, probably like, thank God, yay. He completely missed. Yep, he went like flying all the way across to my bed there, which is kind of crazy. So then we need to call upon the box. So of course, as they always say, use the box and play in order to kind of give yourself a better chance of actually knocking over the Minion Pig and everything on it. So that's what we're going to attempt to do, to make a huge mess, which I'm never happy with, because then I have to be like spending, every time I do one of these videos, then I spend like half an hour collecting everything off the floor and underneath my desk and everything, because it's just all over the place. Alrighty, so, oh my god. Well, that's a good thing, I guess. And the fact that it destructs way easier now, that's a positive. But it is a negative in the sense that I have to keep it all together. Okay, let me find the last bit, guys. So we've got everything assembled. Holy moly, it took a while. It kept falling off, and I have a feeling like this is gonna go flying now. So here we are. We're about to launch Super Red into the box in 3, 2, 1. Go! Pinching very hard. I still missed. Okay, let's call upon regular Red. He will help us out. This is the thing with these sets. I guess you don't even need the the bird, because the pig just goes flying on his own. He's like, oh, I don't want to stay on that. Okay, there we are. 3, 2, 1. Better aim this time. Missed. Completely missed. Okay. 3. We have to see one knockdown. 3, 2, 1. Come on. Pinching. And that's the cool thing, is that this shows you that you could use some of the other birds, like the old birds. Yes! Finally! Red takes down one of the enemies, which is great stuff indeed. I am trying to find Super Red, but he's somewhere like crazy. So that being said, there you have it. That is, of course, the review for the Angry Birds Space Super Red. I'm showing you the regular Red because the other one just went flying underneath the desk. And that's the thing about doing these reviews. It's very messy. And hopefully I can even find him, because he looks like he just went tumbling underneath like crazy. So that being said, if you guys enjoyed the video, of course, have a fantastic day and smash that like button. It really does help me out a ton. Share the videos with your family, friends, and favorite the videos as well. And of course, stay tuned for plenty more content coming your way. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out. See you later, alligators.